As you can tell by the look of me, I'm not doing very well. But I figured we can do a short little stream and I could just tell everybody that I'll be on tomorrow. Hi, Cody. Shout out to Cody. Hi, softball lover. Hi, Milo. Shout out to Milo. Hi, Aubrey. Hi, Allie. Hi, Hannah. Hi, softball lover. Oh, nice. I wanted to dye my hair today, but my neck is so jacked up. I have this sock full of rice, but it's still too hot, so I can't. I put it on and it was like burning my skin, so I have to wait a little bit. Surfboard. Hi, Surfboard. How are you? Thank you, Mila. I'm not feeling my prettiest right now, but thank you. Ooh, what color do you want to do it more? I'd say do it that one. I always wanted blue hair. I dyed my hair pink too, but pink's not really my color. Like, I don't wear pink hardly ever. So pick the one that you like, the one you're most drawn to, I would say. Thank you, Mila. Oh, for me, I'm gonna go a little bit lighter, like brighter. This part's gonna be more blonde, and I'm gonna take the highlights up higher. So I'm still gonna have a shadow root. It's just gonna be more, less long, so that the roots don't look as dark. I'm just gonna have everything a little more pale. Like, this is looking like hay to me right now. It's looking gold. I don't want it gold. I want like an ashy brown and a blight blonde. Bright blonde on the ends, like really bright. What happened last time is I dyed my hair with dyed the roots, and it was the wrong brand, so it was really warm and it washed all down the blonde and picked up some of that goldy color, and then I did it again to get it the right shade, and that washed down the blonde too, so it looks all muddy right now. Hi from Turkey. Yeah, I can't wait to do it. I almost did it today, but my headache is so bad and my neck is so stiff, and every time I do my own hair I end up with a headache. But tomorrow we're gonna be streaming, and I'm gonna have to wear a wig, so I figure I might as well just wait to do it, because if my neck's already sore and I get a headache and my neck gets sore even when my neck's in better shape. So I should not be doing anything right now. I just went to the ER a few days ago. It's probably not the best idea to do my hair right now. I just tough it out. If anything, I could just do like the part area. You know, normally I do the top half of my hair, but I could do like this much, you know what I mean? And then just work my way down. But that means I'm gonna have like real blonde on the top, and then just over a few days or over a week, I just like work it down, or I can even just do a little bit of shadow root right there and then wait and do the rest later. I'm seeing some grays come in, so I want to get it done, but my health matters more than my looks. So, oh, thank you, Andrew. Thank you. It just needs to be washed. Right now it looks kind of dry because I haven't washed it in 5 days, so. Oh, I hope you get that worked out. It sounds like it'll all come out on its own anyways, Carl, so wishing you well. Hi, loving Natalie Reynolds. Hi. Nice to meet you too. Nice to have you here. I would say I don't always look like this, but I do half the time, so. But come back tomorrow because we're going to be doing a Zara Larsson makeup look. I even have an outfit. So hopefully that all comes together really well. I'm sure it will. I do enjoy doing the makeup with you guys. It gets me excited to look forward to streaming and putting the looks together. When I looked back the other day at all of the pictures and all the different looks we've created, I was shocked. I mean, I know I did them. I know we put those together, but to just see how many is like, wow, I did that in a year. It's kind of neat. I am kind of sick. I don't have a cold or flu, but I injured my neck. I have a brain condition and a neck condition where part of my brain is out of the skull, the cerebellum. And so when I turned, I put a lot of pressure on that part of the brain that's not protected by the skull. It's actually being squeezed. I injured my neck and I injured that part of the brain. So it took me a while to learn how to drink again. I mean, it came back to me very rapidly, like by day 2. But yeah, I was like just spilling drinks all over myself and was just like, I just left it because I was in too much pain to change. So, and I couldn't get up. I couldn't sit up or stand up. So I just laid in the water and soda and whatever else. I drink these kind of sodas, by the way, like Zevia. Zevia is a healthier soda. I'm due for a new one. Thank you, Julius. You're so sweet. Shout out to Julius. I could audition for the next horror movie, Big Money. Well, thank you. As the bad guy? Is there a creature that you want me to play? Tony, I don't appreciate that. Don't talk about anybody else in this stream. Okay? You can talk about me. You can call me ugly. You can have your own opinion. I don't care. Don't talk about anybody else on this channel, especially my mods. This one is black cherry. All right, you're gone, Tony. That person is gone. You had a warning. I don't care. We all have our own opinions, okay? So don't call somebody a liar. You're entitled to your own opinion. I respect your opinion. I'm not here to be attractive to you guys. I'm here to just connect with you guys. I'm here to answer questions. I'm here to get feedback. But I am not here to be attractive to everybody. And if this isn't your cup of tea, then go find something that is. Life is short. Go make yourself happy. Don't make other people unhappy to try to make yourself happy. Okay? Hi, what's up from Chicago? How are you? Is it CF Fluid? C Fluid? Okay. Welcome, C Fluid. Oh, hi, Scorpio. I'm happy to hear that. I did not want to come on. I mean, I come on stream a lot without makeup. I mean, that's how I start when I go to put on makeup. I have to start with no makeup, right? But because I don't feel well, because my head hurts, I feel like I look even worse. Because I just feel worse. Hi, MIT. How are you? Hi again, Scorpio. Hi, Heartless. Score. My day has been challenging, but let's look at the positives. The positives are I scheduled my PRP appointment. So I'll be able to get PRP in my tailbone. The first one is just going to be a consultation, but then I should be able to get injections in my tailbone area. And then I can finally sit without having extreme pain or having to sit on a yoga ball or on a donut cushion. And And I also scheduled my lab work. I know that doesn't sound like positive stuff, but productivity is positive. I'm working on my health. So if all I had was my neck problem and neck pain, I could live with that a lot easier because you don't have to sit on your neck, you know what I mean? You have to sit on your tailbone. There aren't many other ways to sit. So, yeah, I'm trying to work on that instead of just saying, no, I can't go to the restaurant. No, I can't go on that trip. No, I can't. I want to be able to live life. Yes, I'm older, but I'm not gone yet. So I would like to be able to do some things. I've never really traveled, and this is the first step to me making it to a great vacation is improving my health. Hi, thank you, Victor. Shout out to Victor. My health issues, I have Kiari malformation. Again, that's where part of the brain is out of the skull. That affects your vision, your breathing, your heart rate, your ability to walk. I used to be paralyzed, but I was going to a chiropractor to fix it before I knew I had Kiari, and it did. It gave me a little more space, and I started walking again. I also am told that I have lupus, although I'm not going to say I do just because the doctor said I do until I actually test positive for it. Yes, I have the symptoms for it, but it could be a misdiagnosis. So I also have a deteriorating arthritis, so a bone disease that deteriorates all of my bones. Every single bone has arthritis, every single one. So not from an injury, not from anything like that, but I've had arthritis since I was very young, very, very young. Like my first x-ray I think I ever had was when I was 20 or 19, and I already had the arthritis. Thank you, Carl. I appreciate that. Shout out to Carl. Thank you, John. Yeah, when I got I was making progress already. I already worked on the hip, and the hip is better because I used to have the neck, tailbone, and hip. And the hip was worse than the tailbone, or they would kind of go back and forth. It took me a year to recover from the PRP in my hip. I don't know why. It was supposed to take a week, and it took a year before I could walk normally again. And then I was going to go towards the next stuff. And then when I found out about the brain, I was like in shock. Thank you, Milo's Life. Shout out to Milo's Life. Woo, 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 woo. Thank you, Milo's Life. That reminds me, go to Milo's channel, you guys, and please subscribe, especially if you guys love cute dogs. Go to Milo's channel and subscribe and come right back. It put me in shock, and I didn't want to go to the doctors anymore because I've already had so many painful things, so many painful tests, and just getting that news, I just like kind of shut down and put my mind into work. But if I want to get better, I have to do the things it takes to get better. So thank you, Cody. Good evening, Elder. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hi, Kevin. Okay, let me say it here and now. For super chats, I'm no longer going to be shaking and dancing. I always told myself, like, oh, a thank you isn't enough if somebody gives money. But you know what? Attention and positivity is actually more valuable. And as long as my thank you is sincere, I don't have to put on a show and do cartwheels and a whole song and dance to prove I appreciate it. I'm sure the people who are giving know that I appreciate it. As long as I mean the thank you and I know it comes from my heart, then that's going to be enough. You know, I might shake the pom-poms, but I'm not going to be shaking myself all about. I'm too fragile for that, and I have too large of a chest to be shaking because it just starts to look like I'm doing that for money, and I put those days behind me, so why am I doing that again? Like, why am I dancing for money? I'm just over it. I want to have a more professional channel. I know you guys like it, but you like it for that reason. I mean, I want my personality to be the star of the show. I want my talents to be the star of the show. I don't want it to necessarily be my chest. Yes, I know I put on clothes that show my cleavage, but shaking it's a little too much. So we're just gonna here and now call that no more of that. When I say thank you, I mean it, okay? No, I actually didn't like that you guys liked it for that reason. I didn't. It didn't make me feel good, so I'm not gonna do it. This is why I don't have an OF. I see other YouTubers have an OF and they make $10,000 a week, and I go, ooh, I could do that. But I wouldn't like the way that makes me feel. Would I like the money in the bank? Yes, but I put that behind me, and I'm trying to make money off of being kind to people, being consistent in my craft of creating a YouTube channel. That's why I also took off my most successful streams, which is the sleep stream. I don't do the sleep stream anymore, even though that was my best stream. I just don't feel good doing it anymore. So, I might try it a couple days a week, but not for the views, because I'm going to be putting it on another channel if I do it. I would be doing that just for the people that say it helps their anxiety, it helps their depression, it helps them sleep better. I would be doing it to help people, not for so much for the numbers. Otherwise, I would keep it on this channel and just keep collecting those numbers. But I don't really care about that. I care about it, but not so much that I'm going to do things I don't want to do anymore. I can't get a real job. This is a real job. I make enough money to have bought a house and pay all my bills. So there's that. Because of my disability and my brain condition and my bone condition, I can't keep a schedule. Even on here, I tell you guys, oh, I'm going to film today. And I don't many times. I'll say, oh, I'm going to be filming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, blah, blah, blah. And then I don't, because one of my conditions is acting up or I'm having a flare up. So I do what works for me. Thank you. Thank you, Ethan K. Shout out to you. I'm hurting, Russell, but I'm okay. I'm happy to be here. My face is not breaking out. It has some redness to it right here, but no, it's not breaking out. I get redness in my face, especially right here. I was getting redness right here last night, which means I'm having a lupus flare-up, or so they say. But I put tretinoin all over my face except right here. So that's just what that is. Hi, sweet. VLX, is that what that is? Hold on. I can't read it very well. I'm gonna call you sweet. Hi, how are you? Thank you, Crow. I appreciate you. Oh, yes. Double tap those screens, you guys. Get those likes up. Hi, T-Shotty. How are you? And shout out to Crow. I appreciate you, Crow. It is 5:59. If you guys have any questions, we can turn this into a Q&A. I'm happy with that. But tomorrow, again, we're going to be doing Zara Larsson earlier in the day, as long as my brain and neck and leg and all that cooperate. I'm going to try to do it earlier in the day so that our mod from the UK can join us. I'm really trying to get back on schedule. Again, I did not feel well enough to film tonight, but the only way we're gonna get back on a schedule is if I start filming every single day. Thank you, Ron. Shout out to Ron, and go to Ron's channel, please. I've done a couple duets, a couple cameos with Ron's videos because I really like his videos. And Ron's a very nice guy, just very nice. So thank you, Ron. I appreciate you. I stopped doing the super shout out thing. Ron, I'm injured right now, and I just don't know that I want to do that anymore. So I didn't forget, but I'm just changing things up. I'm going to try to have a more professional channel, and yeah. I've decided that if my thank you is sincere, then that's enough. Shout out to Mark. Thank you, Mark. Hi, Evelyn. I remember Evelyn. Thank you, Millie. You're a sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you, Jack. Yes, I do have 3 adult children. I live with one of them. She's my daughter/roommate. Once your kids are over 18, they're kind of your roommates. I give her a lot of say in the stuff that I buy, you know, like let her help me pick out the couch. If she doesn't like it, I'm not going to buy it. You know, yes, it has to work for me too, but if she says no, then I look for something we both like because, you know, I always tried to do that anyways, but when I was, you know, raising them, I had the final say. So you came to my stream, so the people who are on here are listening to what I say. I don't want you on here at all. Oh, nice, Russell. I don't get why people do that. Whatever. For a super shout out, I used to, either with pom-poms or a dance, I would super shout out, I would do a little dance, but I usually wear like tank tops with my cleavage out, and so they would kind of, you know, there's real no controlling them when I dance, so I just don't want to do that. I think it was a bad look. The people that like it are people who like OF and want me to start an OF. But I want to be able to have a channel that's like PG-13. You know what I mean? Not borderline. Those days are behind me. I used to be a dancer, that kind of dancer. And it'd be nice to show myself that I can make it on my talents and not my other stuff. I don't do my own nails. I go to the salon, but I let them grow out a lot because I don't want to go once a month. It's more like once every 6 weeks. I've thought about taking them off. I've maybe had my nails done 7 or 8 times in my life, ever, you know, something like that, maybe 10. I used to just cut my nails and file them, and that, you know, maybe a clear gloss or nail polish, but nail polish comes off so easily. So thank you, Jocelyn. Shout out to Jocelyn. Thank you, Russell. Thank you, Original Fall of Mind. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you guys understand. I'll be happy when I get a reduction. They're definitely hurting my neck, and they're interrupting the YouTube quite often. Shout out to Mark. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. So I'll let you guys know when that's going to happen, but I have to first get through all these other things. My leg has to heal, my neck has to heal, and then I can look into it. No. No, my insurance is, you know what? I take that back. Yes and no. But I want to go to a plastic surgeon and not just a surgeon, so that I have a nice aesthetic look, not just, you know what I mean? I have not seen that movie. Is it scary? My day's been rough. What about yours? Thank you. Thank you, Raya. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, yes. I'm so happy to hear you say that, Allie. That means so much to me. I was supposed to be meeting with an editor today, but the editor is coming from California, and they're giving me a great deal. It's $300 to learn all of the editing, everything about editing, and if I don't learn it all in one day, they will continue to teach me without charging me any more money. And if I want them to edit the videos, they gave me a good price. So I'm gonna be learning to edit, and I'm gonna be making videos, and I'm gonna be making better shorts. When I do my makeup transitions, I don't want to just, and that's it. I want there to be some wow factor to it. I want it to look more professional. I know it's really more about the makeup than the lights and the effects and the this and the that, but it matters. It matters as far as people that are out there that I'm competing with, because it is a competition. Thank you, Cody. If people aren't, if they would rather watch somebody else who has better videos, they're going to go there. So it is a competition. There's room for everyone, but, I don't want to be at the bottom or at the middle. I want to do the best I can, and I want to learn that. I just want those tools because I've made this my career. So the way you get a raise is by learning and pushing yourself and working hard and, earning those views. I don't want to have to do tricks like shaking things and always wearing little tank tops and this and that and like trying to do gimmicks. You know what I mean? I just really want to do real good quality content. Your hair looks so pink. Nice. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. The makeup that I do is for art. It's just for expression and art and content. It's part of my job. We've done so many looks. Let me show you from my Instagram, and then hopefully you guys would like to go to the Instagram. Let me show you. Give me 1 second. I just want to be right where you are. Where is my Instagram? Oh, there you are. Okay. See, this was a butterfly look. This is my regular makeup. This was a cosplay. Again, kind of regular look, only I don't usually wear dark lipstick. This was another Face Art Friday. This is a 60s look. This is a 50s look. This is Cruella de Vil. Some Christmas looks. This is the 40s look, 1940s. This was a winter look, like a winter princess look. Everything was white. Check this out. So yeah, that's more for art. These kind of makeup looks aren't because I think I need makeup. It's to practice in the craft of makeup for art. But thank you for that compliment. Thank you, Mark. No, we didn't used to chill at the Hollywood Way in Burbank. No. I don't know who that was, but hopefully you had good times with that person. Thank you, Jocelyn. You guys go ahead and go to that channel either now or later, and please give it a follow. I will look for it. There it is. Thank you, Cody. I have pinned that message down below. It's not coming out. Oh, there we go. The message is pinned down below. Please go to that IG and give it a follow. You know, I thought about going to Hollywood when I was younger, but I ran away very young. And then I became a young mom. And once I became a young mom, I just put that behind me. And then I became disabled. But there are disabled people in Hollywood. I just don't know how easy it would be at this point to fly to California for auditions and then go back and then work full days and stuff like that. So I have to really think about it or wait till my health is a little better. The rash would have done what? You have? I don't usually have it around my mouth, but you know what? I don't know if it's because I put on tretinoin or I didn't put on tretinoin right here. I don't know, but I know I put tretinoin all over my face last night. I just didn't pay attention to whether I put it right here. It could have irritated my skin. Tretinoin is really strong and it makes your skin peel, but it has a lot of benefits. It gets rid of dark spots. It gets rid of, melasma, dark spots, freckles, things like that. It also helps with wrinkles. And, but yeah, I was red right here from something else. So I put tretinoin all over and then it's right here. So I'm thinking it might, now that I'm talking about it, I think it might have been because of the tretinoin. It's really strong. I mean, it was strong, like, whoo, like the smell of it was so strong. I borrowed my daughter's prescription. I'm used to using like 0.05 and she had a 0.25. So that means it's twice as strong. So I think that's what it is. Yeah, plunger, water pipe, whatever you want to think. I just told you what I think it is. Oh, okay. I'll check it out. No, when you first start using tretinoin, yeah, it's gonna make your face peel or get a little red, but then your face gets used to it. You just don't use it every single day. You use it and then use it every few days, or you get a lower prescription. Hers was stronger than I'm used to, so of course it's gonna get, a little irritated, but then your skin gets used to it. So, but I'm just gonna order mine again and back it down to the percentage my face is used to. Thank you, Wayne. Hi. Thank you, Digger. I appreciate you. And I will check that out, Russell. I will. You're up late if you're in the UK. About what, Jamie? About what? See if I could do that nose trend. Have my nose lift at all? Probably not. Have any of you been able to do that? Hi, Steve. How are you doing, Steve? Oh, yes. Please don't say anything else. I don't even like people to tell me, it'll make you cry or anything like that. Or it made me cry, because then I'm expecting it and I'm like, is this the part that'll make me cry? And I like to feel all my feels and, nothing else about it. So thank you. You can do it, Ollie. I see a lot of people can and a few people cannot. But you know what? I made that video about holding my breath, and so many people were saying I can do it for 30, I could do it for 45, or not blinking, not holding my breath, not blinking. That one. So when I did it off camera, no problem. But like staring at this ring light, and I had just put on my makeup, I was like, and the more you try to open your eyes, the worse it is. So if you keep them relaxed, it's easier. Also, if you like kind of look around and stuff like this, but I was looking into the camera. I like to trust people. Thank you for those 100 likes. I see 99, but I'm sure we'll get another one. I prefer to trust people. I mean, if it's not going to hurt me to trust them, I prefer to trust them. I mean, I don't leave my door unlocked, but it's not going to hurt me to believe them. No, I don't do any drugs. I'm clean and sober. This month, I will be hitting 2.5 years without a drink. And May 8th will be 22 years without any hard anything. Any street, you know what. Besides, I was doing 420. I took 7 years off from that, and now it's been 2.5 years off from it. I don't even drink energy drinks. I don't do coffee. None of that. Thank you, Yami. Thank you. What about Digger? Thank you, Devin. I appreciate that. Hi, Goomba. Hi, Mike. Ooh, thank you, Cody. It means a lot to me, you guys. I was just talking to one of my friends who's also sober, and we celebrate our sobriety date around the same time, like 25th, 28th. And we were talking about how happy we are to still be sober, even around all the difficult stuff we've been going through. So my friend had cancer and stayed sober. Now she's cancer free and they're reducing her medication. And I've had lots of incidents too and have stayed sober. So if we can make it through the things we've made it through, we can make it through anything. I don't know. You know what? When I first looked at my face last night, I thought it was an allergic reaction. I did try a new face wash yesterday. But again, I used a strong tretinoin yesterday, really strong. It made me go, woo, My daughter's prescription's really strong. I usually use a cream. The cream tretinoins are already softer, even if the prescription raises, but the gel ones are really strong. They're just not toned down with like a moisturizer. But the cream one's the one I prefer. And I don't use it every day. I just use it here and there. I hadn't used it in a long time, but my face looked like I had an allergic reaction. But in case it was something else, I put tretinoin on to try to calm it down. And it calmed down everywhere else, but not here. My face is pale. I'm very fair-skinned. There are white people in this world. I don't feel the need to put on spray tan and all that kind of stuff. I used to tan back before we realized how dangerous the tanning beds were. I used to tan all the time. It aged my skin, and now I just try to take care of my skin and not put things on it that are bad for it. Yes, I know I just said I use tretinoin, but tretinoin is a retinol and it has its benefits. I've learned to embrace the way I look, you know, with or without makeup, with or without a tan, with or without a few extra pounds on me. I've learned to love myself the way I am. Oh, this thing's finally not too hot. It might be too cold. It's a little warm. Oh. That is pretty strong. I only know retinol or tretinoin to be like 0.1 or 0.25 or 0.025. Those kind of numbers, I don't know it as the 2% or 1%. So I don't, but I trust you that it's really strong. It's not burnt. Well, it might be burnt by the tretinoin. It'll be fine. Thank you, though. Thank you, Russell. Hi, Bahanu Prakash. Hi. No, I wasn't suctioning a cup to my mouth. I might have put extra on that area or not on that area. I think I put extra on that area. I read the book. Cody, I read the book. I almost said where I read it, but that's why I'm smiling. I'll just tell you guys, I can't stand when someone goes, nah, I shouldn't tell you that. And you're like, what? I read it in jail. Sam lives in the UK, so Sam is in bed, getting her beauty sleep. Hi, Joel. I don't go in the sun. I'm very careful. I use sunscreen. I'm very mindful of skin cancer. That's okay. I appreciate you asking. Makes me happy when you guys care about the mods. Hi to you. I'm suffering from under neurodermatitis, maybe. This isn't, I don't always have this. I used a strong retinol. It's not always like that. I was gonna do skincare with you guys tonight. It's all over here, all my skincare stuff. Let me see what we have. Portable, high frequency. Let me show you it. This is good for your hair as well. It comes in a comb that you can attach it to. Hold on. So if you want your hair to grow thicker, I've never used this, but you stick this like this, and then you comb it through, and it's like grrr, this electric current. Or you can use this one. Come on. It's okay, they won't bite. And it, you know, you just go around like this with it. Same thing, put it in here. After you use it, you can't wash your face for 24 hours or your hair. So I decided not to do it tonight because we have a beauty look that we're going to be doing tomorrow. So I'll save this for when I'm taking a day off from filming, or I'll do this at night or something like that, and then I'll just come on and film without my makeup. And yes, my whole face would probably be red then, but what's the difference? Or I was going to do some gua sha. This one's really large. That one's more for your body. I have a small one, I have to find it. Or I was going to do micro needling. Thank you, Daniel. For this one, you have to put in these little cartridges. You have to alcohol your face first to clear off anything that might, because this punctures your skin. It has little needles in this part right here, and then you set it to the depth you want it to go. I put it on the smallest depth just so it doesn't draw any blood or anything like that, and the heal time is a lot faster. I haven't done it in over a year, but I used to do it, and it was really good for promoting collagen in your face, because you're putting little injuries that your skin puts collagen in that area to heal the little injuries. So you're breaking down your skin to improve your skin. It's kind of like how PRP heals you, and you know, just kind of tricks the body to send extra collagen to your face. Hi, for the love of horror, how are you? And thank you, Martin. I'll take that as a compliment. All right, you guys, I'm gonna stay on for an hour. We're right now at 47 minutes. Here's the thing that you put on with that. It is hyaluronic acid, just straight up hyaluronic acid. I have a few different kinds, and then I've got these Medicube masks as well. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do, but I just pulled out a bunch of different things that I haven't been using. I haven't been using my gua shas. I've never used this. I bought it and I've never used it. I have a lot of skincare stuff, so what I'm gonna try to do is once a week pull things out of the skincare box or drawers and use that stuff. If it needs to be tossed, I'll toss it, but things like this, I need to start using them. Hi, Steven. Thank you for being sweet, you guys. I appreciate you guys being sweet to the mods. That means a lot to me. Am I sure what? Yeah. Thank you, Russell. Hi, Mondo. How are you? Blackheads. You're gonna want to get this product. You don't want to get those strips. Yes, they take them off, but then they come right back on, and they also peel off your skin. I mean, this is a product by Cosrx, COSRX, and here's the things that it does. Evens your skin tone, it hydrates, it firms and smooths, it's good for pore and sebum care. So this is gonna help you with your sebum and the pores. You're gonna wanna get this. Cosrx. You can get it on Amazon. And this thing usually lasts me, I don't know, like 8 months. And I apply a lot. I apply it on my neck and my décolleté, so 2 times a day. I do this day and night, unless I'm like so sick that I can't do my skincare. But my regular routine is twice a day. And toners. Toners for sure. You don't want a face wash that's too drying. Anything too drying is gonna produce more oil from your skin. Hi, Nikki Cat. How are you? Oh, I don't think I can read the ingredients. It's so small. Plus it's in Korean. Oh wait, here we go. Collagen. Wait. Collagen. Wait. It says these are the ingredients, but SH polypeptides. Polypeptides are really good. Acetyl hazen, blah, 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 which is kind of like witch hazelish, I think. I can't read it. It is so small. I can't read it. Not without hurting my eyes. Another peptide, D-peptide. I can't, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to look it up. Oh, I just scratched myself. Maybe now I'm red. I'm red there and I'm red here. So is what it is. This one will go away sooner. Makeup. I'm gonna be doing makeup tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing Zara Larsson's makeup. For those who don't know who Zara Larsson is, let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, we're gonna be doing something like, I'll look for one of our more colorful looks. Hold on. That's not colorful enough. We're gonna be doing makeup something like that. I think that's stunning. Oh, really? She's pretty popular right now. I mean, I've only heard of her because of the trend where people were doing her dance. And then people started doing a Zara Larsson makeup transition or whatever. Challenge. I don't think it's a challenge, just transformation, transition. So that should be fun. Yeah, I can't wait. I hope you guys can make it tomorrow. Clodaldo? Clodaldo? Hi. How are you? It should be fun. I think I kind of want to do that one. I was going to do one with more color, but seeing those rhinestones, I really like that. Hi, Bella. I'm just really hurting. You mean for my, if you mean my mouth, I think it's tretinoin that I used. Me too. And I have an outfit. Let me show you guys the outfit. 1 second. I just wanna feel where you are. In the end, it's only you and I. I have a blue skirt. Shimmery, shimmery. Let's open it. Let's see how short this thing is and if it's gonna cover my butt cheeks. My booty cheeks. This is something like she wears. She wears jellyfish skirts, and she also wears these like coin things. She wears a lot of like stuff like this. Ooh, there's stuff falling on me from it. So this one's gonna be fun. And then we have a pink shirt to go with it. This shirt is one shoulder. She wears a lot of one shoulder shirts. I might even make that a midriff and put the blue fishnet over it because she does wear fishnets as well. And then I got these earrings. So that's the look for tomorrow. I'll be wearing a platinum blonde wig. And then pink boots. My leg is finally starting to heal. That part's cool. My leg is finally healing, so I think if I put them on and take them off quickly, I won't have a problem. The last time I wore the black boots, it was a problem. That was a while ago. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you, Stephen. You want to wear it, Joel? Go for it. Dr. Squatch? Yeah, that is a good soap. Yeah. I bought it for my friend for Christmas. What scent do you use? Hi, Herman. Hi, Eric. Ericyo? Hi. I'm going to call you Eric if I'm messing up your name. I don't want to get it wrong. In the end, it's only you and I. I need to vacuum my floor. I wore my slippers to the ER, and I forgot about that. And then I've been walking around the house. Kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. And I have a really light colored rug. I can't tell if it's just like compressed down because it's kind of shaggy or if I got it dirty right there. So I'm gonna have to steam clean it, like the shampooer. I have a shampooer. It's like a vacuum but with a shampooer. And see if that's the issue. So, and then maybe either toss my slippers or just scrub the bottoms of them. They are kind of old. Thank you. Thank you, Bella. I appreciate you. Flash? Okay, you got it. If I had a camera, I would have flashed it at you. Coconut castaway. Ooh. I like coconut. I don't like eating coconut, but I like the smell of coconut. All right, you're gone, Hamza. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. I think people get confused. This isn't OF, and I'm certainly not willing to lose my channel for Hamza. Not happening, Hamza. It is 6:39. Hi, Herman. Hi, Stewie. Nice to meet you. Could you imagine? Oh, Flash? Okay, because you said so. I mean, why even waste your time saying that? Like it's going to happen. Oh, you're an hour ahead? Nice. In the end, it's only... You want my slippers and my skirt, Joel? I need to start selling some of my stuff on here, huh? My friend had to help me after I went to the ER. He put the water in the bath, and then he was standing there, and I'm like, go away, I'll call you when I need you, you know? And then at the end, he left the bath water in there. And I was like, you're not going to drain the bath water? And he's like, oh, I thought you wanted to sell it. He was just joking, but I was like, people do that. I know. Thank you, Herman. Yeah, I know, it's a joke. I know, it's a joke. 4:40 a.m. Wow. I don't know if I can sell makeup products, but I can put my discount code for you guys to buy makeup. Maybe eventually I'll be able to start like a skincare line or a makeup line or something like that. Oh, I'm shedding. Hold on. I don't want to just drop it on the floor. I'll put it in this plastic. Found another one. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people do who are into makeup, who have YouTube channels. Once they get big enough, they have people that will invest in them and put their name on a product, and then eventually they get their own. Well, hi to you in Saudi Arabia. Thank you, Cheyenne. Thank you, Bella. I appreciate you. Yeah, I would love that. I would love that. First things first, I have to get returned to a full-time schedule, and that doesn't mean I have to film for 8 hours. Thank you, Russell. It just means that I have to film every day. And once a week, post a video. Right now, I haven't done a video in I don't know how long, 6 months maybe, because my videos, I don't know how to edit. So I just stopped doing them, even though they were getting okay numbers. I just stopped because I didn't want to put out videos that weren't edited. I don't know. I probably should have still been doing it just for the practice and for the numbers and everything. But yeah, I'll be meeting with an editor next week, and then I'll be making all kinds of videos. I'll be stockpiling videos so that when I have my surgery or when I can't work, I could just post the videos that I have saved, that I have backed up. Hi, Mila. I don't know what that is. You need a hug, Cheyenne? Here, bring it in. Bring it in. It'll be okay. I'm sorry. You know, heartbreaks happen to millions and billions of people. You're going to be okay. It's going to hurt for a while, but you're going to be happier that you find someone who loves you when the time is right. He'll be all right. I've been single for 3 years. If anyone should be crying. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts when you go through a breakup, even when it's the right thing to do. Even when, you know, they're the wrong person for you, it still hurts because you spend so much time talking to them and telling them everything about you, and you're so connected to them, and then boom, they're gone. You know, it hurts. Thank you, Aki. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Hi, Azeda. I really appreciate you guys all being here tonight. Yes, it can be very painful. Yeah. Of course, Cheyenne. I promise I'm not making light of it. I know it hurts. Yeah, love can be great. Definitely highs and lows in loving someone and even losing them. I lost a boyfriend and he was my soulmate, I believe, if there is such a thing as soulmates. He was my greatest love. Let's put it like that. And he passed in a car accident. That was the greatest pain I've ever had. And then I had to learn how to live with it. And now it's like, you know what? I would rather have lost him than to never have loved him. So I would have rather had that pain. If I had to do it all over again, I'd do it all over again. I don't have a new boyfriend now. Hi, Abdul. Thank you, Shakira. I appreciate it. It's all right. You know, now when I talk about him, I feel like I am honoring him and I get to tell lots of people about him and what a great person he was. And in a way, that kind of brings him back to life. Not in that sense, but in a different sense. You know what I mean? Because he's being talked about and I get to talk about our love. And to me, that's a good thing. It's going to always be a good thing. He was my first kiss, and how old was I when he passed? I was in my 20s. I kissed him when I was 15. Yeah. He was a few years older than me, so we parted ways. Like, we stayed friends, but I couldn't date him once he turned 18, you know? So then we met up. We both got a job at the same place, and by then I was just turning 18. So. Oh, nice. Thank you for coming here from Ron's channel. Nice to have you here. Fartastic? Is that what that says? It looks like it says that. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Looks like a double R. Thank you, Maya. You're a sweetheart. Thank you, Herman. Well, we've been at it for over an hour. I'm starting to get hot, and I don't know where my fan is. I turned down the air because I was cold. It's starting to get hot here in Vegas. Thank you, Abdul. I'm gonna need a favor from you guys when I do get off of here. If you guys could go to my short video and watch it, that would mean a lot to me. It is not really taking off like I would have wished, and so if you guys could give it a little boost and you leave a blue emoji, not a blue heart emoji, I'm sorry, not that, because I said that from my other post. Let's do a pink emoji, a pink heart emoji for the little pink shirt I'm gonna wear tomorrow. You could do a pink and blue one, so that way the Zara Larsson shirt and skirt and even the yellow earrings, so pink, blue, yellow, I'll know you guys came from this stream. Thank you, Fartastic Media. I appreciate you. Shout out to Fartastic Media. You've been on here. You've been with him for 7 years. Ouch. I'm so sorry. Thank you. This is my pajama shirt. I don't like to sleep in it though. It's more like go around the house when I just want to throw something on, but a robe is too hot. I'll put this on. And then when I go to bed, I have to take it off because it bunches up and it just like, you can feel that it folds. You know, it's not comfortable for bed. You would think it is, but it's not. Hi, Chai? CHL? Wait, I thought it was Chai. I'm so sorry. I'm going to call you CH. Phew, it's hot. It's very soft. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate you. All right, you guys, what do you say? Do you want to go till 7 p.m. or do you want to call it a night? Thank you, Crow. Let me turn on my fan. That way I'm not rushing off camera if you guys want to stay. I was just getting too hot. I don't know what that was. That thing I just did with my face. 7 p.m.? Okay, we'll do that. Oh, okay. So if you're just starting out with 400 subs, post every day. Every day. What I did was I started streaming so that I could get monetized because short videos don't get you monetized. You have to get those hours in, and the quickest, easiest way to get the hours in is streaming. So I would stream all day long, pretty much, for a month, and then I got monetized. And then within a few months, I was making pretty good money. Thanks, Joel. Whoa, you're going to be up late. Getting comfortable with talking on lives. Really, I just answer the questions. You know what I mean? Like, I try not to think about what people are thinking. And instead of like, if you don't have a thought at that moment, it's okay to be silent for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, you can pause and just collect yourself and keep going. There's no real rush to it, and you don't have to be the best at it. You just have to be your best. You know, that's it. And not every day is gonna be, you know, like the best stream, and like I have some shorts that do good, some that do bad. I have some streams that are like better than others. But I guess the comfortable part is to not think about what other people are thinking about you. Just to like talk like you're talking to your best friends. Maybe pretend all the people that you're talking to are your best friends, even though there's gonna be people that say mean things. Just pretend that's your best friends. Thank you, Defitted. I appreciate you. Of course, fantastic. I wish you much success. Yes, definitely by being yourself. Yeah. Don't put too much pressure on it. It's a really easy recipe. It's just staying consistent. When I got injured and I couldn't film, the algorithm completely dropped. And it's upsetting to work so hard for something for a year and then the numbers drop. I was upset today because my short didn't do very well, and I went into panic, you know, like, am I in a shadow ban? Am I, you know, and asking people to watch my video. But it's better to have fun, you know what I mean? Not worry about the numbers. I got in this to have fun and to spread kindness, spread motivation, I didn't get in it for the numbers. You know, I hoped I would get good numbers. I hoped I would be able to make a career out of it. But the fun is more important. So me being uptight is just going to make it like more awkward on camera, you know? So. No, I don't have poison ivy going on. I just scratched my neck right here and I used a tretinoin yesterday that was a little strong. That's right, Russell. Hi, Herman. Oh. You know, I started because I'm disabled and I'm pretty much stuck at home unless I go to the doctors. To me, going to Starbucks is like a vacation. So when I go out, I tend to overtalk with people because I don't really get much face-to-face interaction except for my best friend and my daughter. And I wanted to be able to work, not just live off of food stamps and disability. So I've been able to come off of food stamps by doing this, and I've been able to talk to more people and engage with people. And even if I can't see your guys' faces, I see your names, I see your words, and to me, that's better than not having any engagement in my life. I also wanted a place to be artistic and creative and share the things I've learned and stuff like that. Really, fantastic? Wow. Yeah, I've been disabled for a long, long time. Long, long time. I think it's because I used a tretinoin that was too strong. I don't usually have it. The only thing I did different is I used a new face wash yesterday and my whole face went red. And then I put tretinoin on my whole face to try to calm down the redness, and I might have put too much right here. I might have doubled it up. I don't know. I think it's the tretinoin. I think this is a little more sensitive right here in the fold. I have no idea. I think that's why. It could have been one of those two things because I did two things different yesterday. Thank you, Crow. Being sweet to Allie. I do have sensitive skin. I mean, you saw I like barely scratched up my neck and it turned really red. But it does tend to go away really quickly, so I'll be okay. I used to use Cetaphil. What I use works really well, but I saw this like makeup removing face wash, and I was like, well, I'll give it a try, and it made me super red. So I'm just gonna go back to what I was using because it works. I don't know why I even bought something different. I've used Cetaphil. I like Cetaphil. It's non-comedogenic. But I have something that I prefer to use. I use something called Motkas, and it's hydrating. It's like for me, because I'm older, I just like to use stuff for aging skin. And then I use this toner. And then I use this Cocerx. And then I use Medicube. And then I use Some by Me, wherever it is. And you know what? I've started to put this Some by Me on my neck, and it actually works better than my neck cream I was using. So that's one less thing for me to buy, and one less step. Because I was having like sagging skin right here. I still have a little bit right here, but it was like you could see it. It is working. And I've only been doing my skin once a day because of my injuries recently with my leg and my neck injury, but I'm going to go back to 2 times a day, and then that's when I'll see the most results. Oh, I didn't hear the first part of it. One less lonely girl. What happened with what, Bill? Oh, my neck injury. I was dancing for you guys, and that was embarrassing to go into the ER by ambulance and tell the doctors when they said, "What happened?" Well, I was doing YouTube. I was dancing on YouTube. That was a little embarrassing. I mean, I'm not embarrassed of YouTube. Trust me, I'm not. But to tell a doctor, that was a little embarrassing. But I'm sure they've heard more embarrassing things. I mean, I told the ambulance when they came that I just turned my neck the wrong way. I probably could have said that to the doctor as well. But sometimes I'm overly honest and give more information than they need to know. I was on YouTube with Milo and Cody, and I just like overshare sometimes. Thank you, Cheyenne. I appreciate you. Right? He was like, I mean, I think because I couldn't look at him, like I couldn't turn my neck to look at him, so I was like, what was it? And I'm like laying on a stretcher, an ambulance stretcher, going, I was on YouTube. Yeah, my neck is still jacked. I have a really bad migraine. It was getting better every day, but I must have slept wrong last night. I'm waiting for this certain pillow to get here. Because even my pillows, it feels like I'm sleeping on a brick, where before the pillows were fine, but because the pressure in my head, it feels like the pillows just hurt. My brain is so sensitive right now. I had to learn how to drink, learn how to talk. I couldn't see the first day very well. Not the first day, but the very following day. The pressure in my head was so much, and then that part of my brain got twisted that's out of the skull, like not twisted, but like strained, and it swelled up my brain. So I couldn't see very well. I couldn't breathe very well. I felt like I was like trying to catch my breath and couldn't breathe very well. Yeah, couldn't even drink out of a straw and was having trouble moving my legs. I'm good on the moderators for right now, Cheyenne. But I'm keeping you in mind if we ever need more. Right now, the numbers are so slow because I'm restarting again. I don't need makeup. You just need to be nicer. I'll be putting makeup on tomorrow. Tune in. Who am I? My name is BabblingBrookie. Or Brooke. Just Brooke. No, don't come after Hector, you guys. It's all right. Just leave him alone. I appreciate you sticking up for me, but I try to be nice to the trolls and the haters because we all need some kindness, and being mean isn't going to make them nicer, but being nice might. Well, thank you, Suitable. Thank you, Darcy. I'm struggling, Brooke, but I'm okay. Brooke squared in the house right now. It's red, I think, because of a skincare product I used yesterday. No, it's a skincare product. Everything will be okay. Yeah. I just need to keep laying flat on my back, not turn my neck too fast, let those muscles calm down. I'm ordering this heating pad, so I'm going to be wearing it. Like, it's specific for the shoulders and the neck. Let me show you guys. And a pillow, and so I'm going to get better. Let me take a picture of this makeup look. One sec. I'll show you guys what I'm getting. One less lonely girl. Thanks for putting that in my head. It looks like this. So this part, obviously, the neck, this part, the shoulders. And then that is going to relax those muscles until I go to my next spine doc appointment. And then he's going to inject some Botox in my neck to try to relax those. The muscles are so tight because my neck is reverse curved. Your neck should be like this, and my neck is like this. So if I just lay incorrectly, or I like stare like this, like I'm at the nail salon and I'm like this for an hour, I'll have a migraine the next day. If my hair gets too long and I wash it and it gets heavy from the water, that can give me a migraine. These being heavy. All these things, these little tiny things that could happen to my neck are a big deal. So I have to be very, very careful. Ooh, 14 more likes. Woo, 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 woo. I have arthritis in my neck as well. I also have stenosis, and this is called hypertrophy. And I have Kiari malformation. They don't know whether the Kiari caused the reverse curve or the reverse curve caused the Kiari. It could happen either way. You can have a reverse curve and then the brain can drop out of the opening of the skull because it's not being properly supported. Or if you have Kiari, it can cause the reverse curve. But I think the reverse curve came first. Thank you, Queen. Shout out to Queen 23. My dad and my sister also have a reverse curve of their neck, so it's definitely genetic, and I have scoliosis, so I think that came first. And then mine is more severe than my dad's or my sister's, so I think that's why they didn't get it, or maybe they never had a brain MRI, so they weren't diagnosed. It is painful. Sometimes I feel like I can feel the brain, being injured when I turn my head too much. Like at a party or something, and you're going like this when people call you, or you turn too far or whatever, or even driving. I had to drive 45 minutes to go look at a couch. On the freeway, it's not that bad because you're mostly looking forward until you change a lane. Then you kind of look in your blind spot, you look in the mirror, and then you look, over your shoulder. But around town, you're doing more turning of your head and more lane changes and stuff like that. So yeah, 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back, and I had a killer migraine the next day. My neck was sore from that. It's just little simple things. So that's why I don't drive much. I don't get out much. That and the tailbone. The tailbone is facing the wrong way by 65 or 60%. Sorry, I almost said 65. I have bone marrow edema, and it is let's say your tailbone's supposed to be facing down like this. Mine's like this. You know what I mean? So 40% more and it would be facing the sky. You know what I mean? So it pulls on all those ligaments, all those tendons, all those muscles, and they've said they want to remove it. But I am going to try PRP first for the bone marrow edema to see if that helps. And it also has arthritis, so if it could treat the arthritis and I could sit longer, I could go out to restaurants again, I can go to movies, I could go to comedy shows, I can be on an airplane longer. I'll be able to do a lot more stuff if that works for me. So it's worth a try. I had to pay $4,000 out of pocket for my hip, but I found a doctor who takes insurance for PRP, so I'm really excited about that. PRP is your plasma. I saw your comment about aqua therapy. PRP is your plasma. So they take your blood, they spin it in a centrifuge, and then the plasma separates in the blood, and that's the part that's healing. When they inject it into your body produces more, or more blood circulates to that area and starts to heal that area, and it keeps doing it. When you get those injections, you can always get more injections of it. You can also do IVs of it for people who have autoimmune issues. Just by taking your blood, getting the plasma, and then they put it in an IV, and then it goes all throughout your body, and it makes your body just heal itself. You end up with, more good stuff going on in your body, more healing. Why am I broken? I hurt my neck. I went to the ER by ambulance. It's killing me. It's killing me right now. I just looked that way and I felt it again. It's really, really hurting. What? It's people like me that do. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Fartastic. You know what? I kind of believe people deserve what they work for. If you work, you deserve to be paid. Sometimes people have things a little tougher in life, and instead of, looking for things to come my way because of it, I'm going to do everything I can to work for what I want. And I had a bad attitude when I got disabled. I was rotten, mean. I was like, why, look at these people. Why does he deserve to walk, and not me? Why'd this happen to me? I'm working really hard to be a good person. Why? And I almost gave up being a good person and having a good attitude. And then someone told me, well, look at Maria over there in her wheelchair. She's happy, and I'm like, good for Maria. Good for her, And then I went home and I was like, I could either be in pain and unhappy, which is another kind of pain. Unhappiness is its own pain. So I could either be in pain and unhappy mentally, or I could be in pain and be happy. The happiness helps some of the pain, I won't give up. Thank you, Oscar. I do have a sleep brace. I don't have like a regular brace, but I have like a softer one for sleeping. However, it hurts. So if I wear anything to straighten out my neck for too long, it hurts. I was told to only use like straightening things because of my neck condition for like 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know. I bought one. I've bought in so many different things. I bought something to try to reverse the curve of my neck. That's something I'm only allowed to use 5 to 10 minutes a day. Some of the things I bought to help myself hurt myself. They hurt me. You know what I mean? So, the best thing I could do, I'm getting a pillow. It's this pillow called the Cloud Pillow. and it's supposed to be really, really good. It got 5 stars, and I'm waiting for it to arrive. I got my daughter a different pillow because she's now sleeping on her side. She also hurt her neck from sleeping on her stomach. Her neck was turned too far. So I need to get her taken in and see if she also has this reverse curve of her neck, and see if we can prevent the Kiari on her. I'm sober, Jorge. Bye, Crow. Yeah, I'm sober. I'm coming on 2.5 years. I can't even take a vacation right now. I was offered a vacation recently to Costa Rica. Wait, was it Cancun or Costa Rica? I think it was Cancun, in my own private villa, and I had to deny it. I have a leg injury, a neck injury. I can't sit that long on a plane. I couldn't go. But I will one day. I will one day be able to go. Thank you, Fartastic. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Bella. Thank you. I'm Emily. I appreciate that. Thank you, Fartastic. Oh, I would love to go fishing and a campfire. I would love that. I tried to do that. When was that? Within the last year, I was going to go to Joshua Tree, but I was having migraines for 6 months, and I just didn't feel like going while I had a migraine. And I was trying to get all my kids to go with me and do kind of glamping versus camping because of my tailbone issues. I found this place in Joshua Tree that has these little trailers, and then they have a picnic bench and a fire pit and all that kind of stuff. So that would have been nice. I do prefer camping. I've never glamped. I always camped. I used to do hiking, mountain climbing, those kind of things. But that's actually my favorite vacation, was to Joshua Tree. It's not even like I had to fly to some tropical place. It was just like a 2-hour drive, and then we climbed mountains, and we made steak on the fire and steak and eggs for breakfast, and I sat on a boulder and watched the sun come up, and it was just my favorite. I have a tailbone problem. My back's okay, but my tailbone's not. Thank you, Yasu. Thank you. Oh, that's not a bad idea, camping in the backyard, but my backyard is all rocks. That wouldn't be that comfortable to be on. There's no grass in my backyard. It's all rocks. It's like a rock lawn. That's how Vegas does it, because in the summer it's just gonna wilt and die, so people just do rocks in their backyard. Did I dance in school? I danced when I was in musicals, and then when did I started dancing for a career. Hi, Goal Kicker. How you doing? Oh no, stung by a jellyfish. I found a jellyfish on the beach one time and picked it up and took it to the lifeguard, and I was like, "What's this?" And he's like, "Drop that immediately. Let go of that." He's like, "That could sting you." And I was like, "Ow." I didn't know what I was doing. Hi, Gilda. My secret talent that's completely useless. Let me see. The more you do it, like, it sounds funnier and funnier. You have to, like, get it going, but it's just this weird sound that comes out. I don't even know if that's a talent. Yeah, SpongeBob. Thank you, Dessa. Do more of it? Okay. You're basically saying gurgle, 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 but it just sounds funny. Colorless? I'm white. Thank you, Pluto. Oh, well, thank you, Pluto. And thank you, Goal Kicker. Shout out to Pluto Bound for contributing to the channel. A box jellyfish. I don't even know what kind I picked up. It just looked like a bunch of silicone, you know, like this clearish blob. My dad was a sign maker, so I saw all different kinds of stuff that he would use in making signs. I thought it was something like that. I was not sure at all. Thank you. I would love to be in film one day. I've always felt like I had a little knack for acting. I would probably want to get some training, although there's some people who are natural at it, but it's good to learn the things you need to learn before going into film, because there's more to it than just having the natural talent. You have to know things about the camera, the directors, how things are going to work, you know, so that, you know, and about the casting calls, all that kind of stuff. I'm probably going to go to sleep early. I do want to wait for my daughter to get home. She usually gets home from work by 9. And ask her how was her shift. Give her a hug. Thank you, Pluto. Shout out to Pluto. And then, yeah, tell her I love her. Yes, I'm awake. I'm awake for most of my streams. I stopped doing the sleep streams, but because some people only saw me sleep stream, or when I was sleep streaming, they think that's all I did. But I do makeup, health, stretching. I've done cooking, cleaning, all kinds of stuff on stream. Good night, Fartastic. Nice to meet you. Thanks for checking out the channel. Likewise. Hi, from Naples, Italy. That's nice. How do I say your name? Casiguerda? Casiguerda? Maybe? My day was difficult. Oh, my daughter's. I see what you mean. My daughter's day, all she did was get ready for work so far. And then now she's been working. Aw, Steven. You know, it's the little things that are really so important. So, you know, I always try to give my daughter a hug goodbye when she's leaving. I always do. One time she snuck out because I was on stream and I didn't see her waving, and that kind of broke my heart, you know, because what if something happened to her? Shout out to S. Walker Ranger. Thank you for that. You know, I want her to know that I love her. She matters to me, and so, yeah, Yeah, it's important. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she should be home in an hour and a half. Sometimes they let her off early if it's slow, because she works in a restaurant. Oh, my head is killing me, you guys. I have three. My daughter's my youngest. The boys live in California. We're originally from California. Thank you. Sahad? Thank you. Thank you. Is it Kosti? I hope I'm saying that right. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. So it's difficult. I don't get to see the boys or my grandson enough, but it's just more affordable to live here. And then we've been here so long that my daughter's made all her friends here. So it'd be hard to have her leave all her friends. I don't know. Now we have lives in two places, people we love in two places. It is sad, but I just try to make the most of it. When I'm doing well, I'm able to go to California. So sometimes I'll see all of the kids, my grandson and both the boys in one trip. Sometimes I see just my grandson and my oldest, or just my grandson and the youngest son. It just depends how long I go down for. Catchy? Catchy? Catchy. You're spelling it catchy, so. Kachigara. Kachigara. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate that. Nice to meet you. I don't watch Family Guy. I only watch TV with my daughter. I don't watch TV on my own. And we more so watch sometimes the British baking channel, like the competition one, or we watched Bridgerton, and the other day we watched something called Sorsha? Or no, that's the main character's name. Sorsha? I forget what it was called. Oh, something about heaven through something. Darby? I don't remember. It was somewhere in Ireland or something like that, where there's a mystery involved and they have to solve it together, these three friends. It's not meant to be religious. It's not a religious channel. Show. It's not religious at all. At the end, they say, look, God was watching all along. That's about it. Thank you, Zoe. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, the world can be pretty messed up, but there's still a lot of healing that's trying to take place as well. There's a lot of people that have things right, It doesn't mean we don't make mistakes, but there's a lot of people that are good and kind and decent for the most part. But yes, there are a lot of people who are not. This stream is just about connecting, just talking, just vibing, like a FaceTime call with whoever pops on. I was telling everybody that, I'm injured and what's going on and what's going to be happening on the channel this week, and asked people if they had any questions, and we're just talking about things that hopefully are relatable to you guys, what's going on with me. And one person talked about their heartbreak, someone else talked about something else and something else and something else. No one topic. I find that difficult to talk about one thing on a channel, on a stream, because there's people with other questions. So I can't really engage with everyone if I just stick to one topic. What happened to me, I injured my neck while I was live streaming. I injured it on live stream and tried to play it off, but couldn't. So yeah, I turned my neck the wrong way. I have a bad neck as it is, and a brain condition, so I really jacked up my brain. Thank you, cool roster. Thank you. Oh, you did, Gilda? I'm glad you saw it. So I'll be doing Zara Larsson makeup tomorrow. I hope you guys like that. I have the outfit ready to go. I'm forcing myself to stream tonight so that I can get in the habit of filming every day. Yeah, I injured my leg so badly. I'm finally able to walk on it a little bit. Like, I could walk around the house and go through my daily routine. It's painful, but I don't have to use the crutches anymore. But if I walk too far around the house, then it's done by like 5 p.m. It hurts just to sit here because of the foot is towards the ground, so the pressure of the blood trying to go up the leg past that hematoma is painful. Yes, Victoria, will keep you in my thoughts. Yes. I try not to say anything religious on my channel just because people ask me what it is, and that's private, but yes, I will. No, my skin is fine. I used some tretinoin yesterday, and a new face wash. I had a bad reaction to the either the face wash or the really strong tretinoin that I borrowed from my daughter. It's not the makeup. The makeup's fine. Yeah, I used a really strong tretinoin, you guys. Tretinoin is a retinol, and you can get it in a mild dose or you can get it in a strong dose. I borrowed my daughter's. Hers is very, very strong because I ran out of my very mild one. So it'll be okay. Hi, Reddy. I just answered that. I'm not going to use it anymore. I don't do my own shopping. I used to, but I'm too disabled. Like, I can't lift the water, and it's awkward to walk around with someone and have them lift everything for you. I used to do that, but it's just easier to once a week have my groceries delivered to my house. It's worth it. Yes, I am disabled. It's all right. It's all right. Every once in a while, I'll go to like a Ross, and that's like a nice trip out of the house, or a Marshall's or TJ Maxx. Like those discount stores, just for fun, because I don't have to lift anything heavy. I just look around at the stuff and see if there's something there that's discounted that I might need or want. But yeah, the groceries are just too heavy, like the water packs and stuff like that. It's so much easier to have it delivered. I'm going to be starting going back to improv. So I was a chairman of this one group for people who are sober or getting sober, trying to stay sober. So I was doing that, and I was going to improv. I went to, a couple classes, and I really enjoyed it. And I want to go again. What stood in my way before, even when I was well, was that I was doing Time Travel Tuesday on the night of the improv class. So I don't really want to change Time Travel Tuesday to another day, because it's like Time Travel Wednesday doesn't have the same ring as Time Travel Tuesday. So what I might do is either do the Time Travel Tuesday every other week, which I don't really want to do, or just go to the improv in my time travel stuff, unless I'm wearing a wig, because then the wigs squeeze my neck and my brain. So yeah, I'll probably, if it's my hair and I don't have a wig in, I'll probably just go to improv in whatever I'm wearing. I do live in Las Vegas. Bye, Billy. Okay. Some people are just so mean. Usually I'll time people out for 24 hours, but whatever. Every once in a while, I override my own rules and boot people. Thank you, Reddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, so Monday is usually Makeup Madness Monday. And then we're going to be adding Make a Matcha with Me Monday. Because I want to learn how to make matcha at home. Like matcha teas. And then Mondays are going to be the days where I check in with my meal plan. So I'll tell you what I'm going to be eating, and, sometimes I'm going to be trying celebrities' meal plans and stuff like that. It's not like they made it up, but you know what I mean. And I'll let you know every Monday if I lost a percentage of fat or any inches, how difficult it was, how much it costs, all that kind of stuff. Tuesday's Time Travel Tuesday. Wednesday, we do wall workout Wednesday. We do What the Haul, where if I have a haul, we do it on Wednesdays, like a Fashion Nova haul or whatever. That's a part-time day, so it's not, there's nothing extensive about Wednesdays. It's pretty short. But then Thursdays are my day off. I do therapeutic Thursdays for myself, my self-care, my self-love, and to rest and recuperate so I don't get burnout. However, I'm probably going to be filming on Thursdays like this, just not a lot of work going into it, just showing up with no makeup sometimes, or drying my hair or whatever. As long as it's simple and easy, and I can spend a lot of time still getting my rest and catching up on other things. Friday is Face Art Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be doing stretches. We're going to be doing skincare. I know I look like somebody you don't want to get skincare advice from. This will go away. But yeah, we'll be doing skincare. And I might even try ASMR. So, spooky story ASMR, where I read from spooky books. And I might get a soundboard or learn how to make the spooky sounds myself. And then, like a more serene ASMR with essential oils going, crystals, things like that, and just that kind of thing. And I can even do skincare ASMR, where I do your guys' skincare. Oh, you're looking beautiful. And then I do the microphones skincare, and then I do my skincare, and I like tap on the bottles, and you know, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, so we're gonna have a full-time schedule. The hours just might be shorter in the meantime, but I have to work my way back up because I've definitely missed a lot of time since I was preparing to move and hit that box. Ran into a box with my leg and I developed a bad hematoma, and then I got cellulitis on the leg. I couldn't even sit up, you guys. I just couldn't. It was so painful. It was so painful. And I started sleeping on my side, which I should not do. And then that made my neck tight. And then I turned the wrong way. And then I went by ambulance to the ER. And I've just had a really tough first few months, or the last few months. Thank you. Please, no religious or political comments. I appreciate your intent. Thank you for that. I am going to be getting some sleep. We just hit 2 hours on stream, so I'm going to be saying good night to you guys. We do only need 19 more likes to hit 250, so I would love to do that, and then I will go to sleep. If we could hit 250, that would be fantastic. 18 more. Double tap that screen. Just a little bink bink. That's all you have to do. It is free. Thank you. 16 more. I know you guys miss my sleep streams. I know you do. I might put them on another channel, or I might just do those Saturday and Sunday. Saturday sleep stream, Sunday sleep stream. So I just don't want to do it every night. No, I didn't pick up something. I just used the wrong skincare stuff. Thank you, Goal Kicker. Shout out to Goal Kicker. Usually around 11, between 11 and 1 is when I start. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you, Russell. Shout out to Russell. 10 more likes. It's not expired. But yes, expired products can do that. I just opened the box. It just got sent to me. It's brand new. And then my daughter's, you know, is a prescription cream. Similar to what I use, but I ran out of mine. And like I said, I use one that's half as strong. And I usually use it with the moisturizer to not make it as strong. I used a tretinoin, you guys. Tretinoin. I used one that was stronger than my skin was used to. I'm in a lot of pain, Allie. I'm in a lot of pain. Well, thank you, Prime. I think it says a lot about me. Yeah. Anything, you know, too acidic or too alkali can do that. I do look like the singing lady. Thank you, I guess. Double tap that screen, you guys. 7 more and I can rest and get the beauty sleep I apparently need. Hi, Shibe. Hi, Simple Ed. Yeah, we're almost there. 7 more. Double tap that screen. Thank you, Nitro. I appreciate that. Let me show you guys my IG one more time before we're leaving so that you guys can go to the IG. I'm going to give you guys hopefully incentive to go there. All right, here is my IG. Let me just click on some random ones. Let me click on another random one. This is the Street Fighter character, Cammy. I gave myself blonde eyebrows for that one. She's got the scar on her face. Let me see. Let's do another one. This is how I like to wear my makeup, just simple, kind of clean looking makeup. Let me find another one, but I absolutely loved this. This is one of my favorite makeup looks. I thought it was so pretty. And let's see. There's some videos on there as well. I have myself on here with as a brunette, as a redhead, platinum blonde hair. You guys want to see my Halloween costume? You ready for this? This was it. Edward Scissorhands, that's me right there. And I did 13 looks last Halloween, so here they are. Edward Scissorhands, fluorescent skull. This one was great. Oh, wait. I like that one a whole lot. This vampire one. That's me with dark, dark hair. The fangs. So there's tons of pictures there. So please go to those, the IG. Let me see if it is pinned down below. I'll stay on long enough to hit that 250, the 250 likes, and for you guys to get the Instagram information on. Here's a baby doll. I feel like Goldie Hawn here. I just wanna be right where you are. Here's the skeleton again. Let me find a closer one. I loved that one. I absolutely loved it. I loved all the color. I swear I felt pretty. It didn't matter that it was Halloween makeup. I felt so beautiful in that pic. Here's another one of my natural look, or my normal everyday look. And like cosplay stuff. That's the Cheshire Cat we did. Some hair videos. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Some ooh la la ones. So make sure you go and thank you, Joshua. Shout out to Joshua. Good to see you. I appreciate you coming back. This is a skin product that I used. Here's the Mad Hatter one I did. I loved this one. My most favorite makeup looks that I do are the ones that have neon colors or lots of colors. That one's cute. I did this one when I hit 100,000. Here's me with my 100 cake for 100,000. Yeah, I want to do Harley Quinn. I just feel like it's super overdone at Halloween, you know what I mean? But I'm definitely gonna do it. Next I'm doing an anime character. Thank you, Devin. Davina. I'm so sorry. Is it Devin, Amory, or Davina? I know you come on here all the time. I just want to make sure I'm not calling you the wrong thing. You're so sweet. Thank you. I think it's Davina. 2 more likes, you guys. 2 more likes, and thank you for that super sweet comment. Shout out to you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Yes, so close to 250 likes. It's not 250 on mine, it's 249, so I want to at least make sure I see it. I know you guys see it on your end, but I don't see it on mine. There it is. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. You love monkeys? Did you change your name? You know, I don't know how long it's been since you've been on here, but YouTube now shows people's like username and not the channel name. So it sounds familiar, but I don't want to lie to you. Oh, okay. Then what was your name before? Hi, Mason. Yep. Yep. Well, monkeys are adorable. So. All right, you guys. I know some of you are just coming on here. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. Love you guys so much. Sure. As I'm going out, shout out to Mason and shout out to I Love Monkeys. All right, you guys. Oh, yes, and I remember you. Absolutely. I was not familiar with the name I Love Monkeys, so I wasn't going to lie and say yes, you know, because I don't want to lie to you guys. All right. Love you guys so much. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate you. Thank you, Milo. I don't think you're on here anymore, but let me just put it in this video. Thank you for your help earlier. And thank you for everybody who was here. I hope to see you tomorrow for the Zara Larsson look. I will be on somewhere between 11 and 1. I'll try to aim for 11 or 12. So like somewhere in that hour I'll be starting. I will definitely try to be on. Let me just promise you, I'll be on by noon. I'll be on by noon. Even if I don't feel well and all I have to come on for is say I'm not going to be filming today, I will at least do that by noon. Or to say I'll be on in an hour or send you a post or something. You will hear from me by noon tomorrow. Okay? Love you guys. Good night.